We'll delve into the mysterious and complex personality of Casey Anthony and explore the different aspects of her case that have made it so intriguing to so many. Join us as we try to understand what is it about Casey Anthony that continues to fascinate us years after her trial ended. Casey Marie Anthony was born on March 19, 1986. She lived in Orlando, Florida with her parents George and Cindy Anthony when her 2-year-old daughter Kaylee Anthony was reported missing in 2008. The events that unfolded after Kaylee's disappearance sent shockwaves throughout the nation. It was June 16, 2008 when Casey left the family's home with Kaylee and didn't return for a month without a trace of her precious daughter. Her father George, who went to retrieve Casey's car after it was impounded, discovered a strong odor emanating from the truck. It wasn't until July 15th of 2008 that Casey's mother Cindy called 911 stating that she hadn't seen Kaylee in 30 days. She knew something wasn't right. The motherly instincts had kicked in. The smell from Casey's car was still potent as ever, a smell that could only be described as the stench of death. As the days went by, Casey stuck to her story, insisting that a babysitter named Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez had kidnapped Kaylee. The search for the missing girl intensified, and the story of the missing toddler captured the attention of the nation. The story of Casey Anthony and her missing daughter Kaylee shook the nation. In 2008, Casey was arrested and charged with child neglect, false statements, and obstructing an investigation after her mother reported her granddaughter missing. As the investigation deepened, Casey was declared a person of interest and charged with first-degree murder. In a tragic turn of events, Kaylee's remains were discovered in a wooded area near their family home months later. The case captivated the public and remains a haunting reminder of the devastating consequences of neglect and deceit. Casey Anthony claimed that her daughter Kaylee was kidnapped by her nanny Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez. However, when the investigators tried to locate the nanny, they found the apartment to be empty for several months. Furthermore, Casey was found to have lied about her employment at Universal Studios, where she claimed to be working, but in reality, she hadn't worked there for over 2 years. Her inconsistent statements and the delayed report of her daughter's disappearance resulted in her arrest on charges of child neglect, making false official statements, and obstructing a criminal investigation. The highly publicized Casey Anthony trial began on May 24, 2011 in Orlando, Florida, years after the discovery of her daughter's remains. Casey's lawyer Jose Baez argued in his opening statement that Kaylee had drowned in the family swimming pool and that Casey's father George had covered up the accident. Baez also made allegations that George had molested Casey as a child. The trial lasted for about 2 months, with closing arguments given on July 3, 2011. 2 days later, the verdict was delivered, with Casey being found not guilty of first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated manslaughter of a child. However, she was convicted on 4 misdemeanor counts of providing false information to law enforcement officials. After a highly publicized trial that lasted for 33 days, the jury delivered their verdict in the Casey Anthony case. Anthony was acquitted of most of the serious charges against her, including first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated manslaughter of a child. However, she was found guilty of 4 counts of providing false information in a criminal investigation, as well as check forgery. A civil suit for defamation was filed against Anthony by Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez. The state of Florida also demanded that Anthony pay for the costs of lying to law enforcement and the search for Kaylee Anthony, which amounted to $217,000. In response to the case, several states enacted Kaylee's Law, which made it a felony to fail to report a missing child. The Casey Anthony case remained a controversial and tragic event that captivated the attention of the public for many years. So that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed it, then please let us know by pressing that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this going forward. Check out some of our other videos while you're at it, and we'll see you back on our channel for the next video. Bye now!